Hello everyone, my name is Jordan, also known as X-3. So today I want to show you guys how to create the Silver Cloud Happy Chord Stabs. The reason why I call them that is simply when I was creating the synth, it just inspired me to create a lot of happy chords and a lot of nice pop drum beats. So I guess I'll call this like an inspirational type of synth. So check it out. Okay, so the first thing you want to do in order to create something happy is load up an instrument, so I'm going to throw in Thor. Thor is great for getting any type of pad or hard bass. I'm going to take my first oscillator to a phase modulation. I want to turn it up 3 octaves so it's on octave 7. And I want to take the waveform, the second waveform, all the way to the final wave. And you want to hit the down arrow once, so that way you get this like sort of second hump. And you want to take your PW 3/4 of the way of right, and let's have a listen to how this sounds. Very high pitch. I'm going to take my filter 1 frequency down to about 224 Hz. I'm going to make this quite low since the envelope amount is going to be at 64. And I don't mess with anything down here, it's perfectly fine the way it is. I'm going to allow the second oscillator to pass through filter 1 frequency, and our second oscillator is going to be a wavetable. We're going to take this to 16th harmonics simply because I like those high-pitched harmonics, and I want to take it up 2 octaves and leave the position where it is. We kind of create sort of like a high pluck. I'm going to take the oscillator 3 from this all the way down to about -18. We're going to change this to a multi-oscillator. And the reason why I bring it down so low is that when I turn it up some amount and send it through the filter 2, let's have a listen. It sort of takes over the whole synth. So I'm going to run this through of my filter 2 to a comb filter. I want to just take everything down, and the envelope, I'll leave it where it is. If it's still a little too soft, you can always raise it up some. I'm going to change the shaper from my filter 1 frequency so that way it routes in here. And I'm going to change this to a sine wave. And turn it up quite high, so about 85 for that. And we start to get it piercing, and that's right where we want it. I'm going to throw up my decay, sustain, attack. So I throw up my decay and sustain all the way, so that way they wouldn't lose any volume over time. And I take this attack to about 200 or 300. 396 will work for that, and you want to do the same with the release. So when you let go of a note, it stays still in play. So I'm going to take that down some. Cool. I'm going to throw on my chorus, and I'm going to take the dry wet a little bit past halfway, so about 83 for that. And we're already starting to get our high harmonics, but what we need to do is throw on a delay and tempo sync. I'm going to take my tempo sync down to 6/16, or actually a little bit more than that, 4/16, and I take the dry wet a little bit more down so that way it doesn't take over the whole synth. And that's pretty much your high harmonic stabs. We're gonna crunch it up more and give it some more depth. So I'm gonna close it and throw on a blank instance of RV7000 Advanced Reverb. Perfect for getting any angel-like chord or any snare its own room. So yeah, I'm gonna take the decay down to about 40 and the dry wet a little bit above 1/4, so about 28 for that. Throw on a pulverizer It's always best to have a reverb running through a compressor, simply because if you have a compressor before the synth, it's going to squash the synth, but it's also going to make it nice and wide. But watch what happens when I reverse these two. It's a much more clear because it's being compressed. I'm going to throw up my squash to about 25, and my dirt, I'm going to leave it where it is. I'm then going to throw on an alligator. Now we're going to do some modifications to this blank instance, and I'm going to turn it up to, I'm going to take this to 1/8 triplets, and I also change the amount of the first high band, high pass. I take this like pretty much all the way down to -56, and I turn it up some on the high pass envelope amount. We're almost there. I'm going to turn up my LFO on my low band, and I'm also going to pan all of these synth, including the dry signal. We're going to add a little bit of 28% of that, and we're going to pan these right, left, right, left. Just like that. The second, or actually the last two things we need to do, and I know I've said this a lot, but I actually mean it this time. We throw on a stereo imager because we're going to take the low band mono so that way it doesn't destroy your flows, your lows, sorry. And we also take down the high a bit as well, simply because it's peaking and it causes a lot of, well, clipping, and we don't want that. So throw on your maximizer, take it off limiter, just leave these as is, turn on your soft clip, and set it to 3/4 of the way right. And there you guys have it. You're basically your high-pitched Silver Cloud happy chords. And I'll check you guys out tomorrow for Musical Monday. And yeah, thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.
Oh, hey everyone, it's Jordan, also known as X-3, and I want to say thank you guys so much for following me. It does mean a lot. I'm going to do my best to get back into social media, as I know I've been kind of slacking simply because there's a lot of things going on right now. Job applications and searching and things like that, along with a lot of IT course and things of that sort. So other than that, I want to say thanks. Yeah, thanks for following me, and go kick some ass, man. I know y'all can do it. I've seen it, and it's pretty cool. So thanks, and yeah, check you guys out later. Have a good one. Peace.